Hey guys, welcome back to the channel with the series finale of Game of Thrones. This is season 8, episode 6. And yeah, last week's episode, a lot of stuff happened. Daenerys went mad, which I'm not the biggest fan of. I said in my discussion that there was foreshadowing, but I didn't feel like there was the actual reasoning. There was no actual character arc for it, and I was kind of disappointed by it. I felt like a lot of characters went out with a whimper instead of on a climax. Even the Hound and the Mountain, I didn't feel the emotional weight of the Hound's victory and revenge. I did appreciate some things though, like the poetic justice of him pushing the Mountain back into the fire. But yeah, Varys dying like that it just felt like his character should have had more to do. Cersei basically did nothing for this entire season. It feels like she should have been. She's always been somebody who's so desperate and so willing to do anything to win, and yet there was nothing she could do. It was a little disappointing. But yeah, I'm curious to see what they'll do this episode, if they've got anything, maybe a big twist to make this ending really satisfying somehow. Because we've been on this huge, long journey. You guys have been on it longer than I have since I started in October. But I want it to be satisfying, not just for myself, but just for all fans, so that maybe, yeah, it's just so that this journey is worth it to all of them. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what they're gonna do. I feel like Sansa and Bran's story isn't done. It would be kind of weird if the last thing we ever saw Sansa say was just telling Tyrion that Jon is the rightful heir. If that is her last. If that is her last absolute act in the entire series, that feels a little off. I'm wondering if she will have anything to do with overthrowing Daenerys. I've said this since maybe season 5 I'm kind of hoping that she winds up being on the throne, though I kind of don't see that happening. I don't see Daenerys surviving this episode, of course, but I've always said, yeah, either Jon or Daenerys has to die, but I feel like it's going to be Daenerys unless something crazy happens. Yeah, letting someone who would kill a whole bunch of innocents be on the throne at the end of a series, I don't know how I'd feel about that. But yeah, anyway guys, if you want to check out the full reaction, you can check out Patreon in the link in the description below. Before we get started, couple of things. Next Sunday, I'll start The Expanse, which will play on Patreon first, and then the week after that, it'll come to YouTube. And so we'll be a week ahead on Patreon. And a couple weeks afterwards, I'm going to start a new show, probably after One Punch Man ends. I'm looking at a couple different shows right now, and Westworld looks interesting, so that might be it. Though I'll take a look at some other shows too, like some summaries, or ask my friends which shows they've been watching and see what they think. But yeah, lots more shows coming up, and still not entirely sure what I'm going to do with Game of Thrones after this series ends. I'm definitely going to read the books, probably going to borrow them from the library, and I'll probably read and watch alongside to compare. Hopefully, I'll take it slow so that by the time I catch up, the next book will have been out already. Hopefully that'll be the case, but yeah, looking forward to a bunch of different things going forward. If you stick around for a little over a week, we're going to be watching Captain Marvel on my channel. I have not seen it in theaters, so I've been dying to watch it. It's one of my most anticipated Marvel films for a very long time. I was very much looking forward to Black Panther. Saw that was great. Infinity War was great. Now Ant-Man and the Wasp was amazing. So now Captain Marvel, and then probably a month and a half maybe after that, we'll be watching Endgame, which, my god. So no spoilers for either of those. I'm going to stay out of the comments for a little bit on my entire channel, just to make sure I don't get spoiled. But looking forward to those things. Definitely excited. But without further ado, we're going to start this episode up. We'll see how this all ends. Sit tight. Holy crap.
In the name of the one true queen, Daenerys Targaryen, I sentence you to die. It is not over until the queen's enemies are defeated.
How much more defeated do you want them to be? They're on their knees.
They are breathing.
Look around you, friend. We won.
I obey my queen's commands, not yours.
Easy, man. Easy. Easy.
Ah, he's got to turn his back on all these guys. Don't watch. Don't watch. Don't do that to yourself. The way he's walking, he sees him. He sees the hand. He's not under there. He escaped. Never mind. The last Lannister. What's the saying? Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Oh, that shot with the dragon wings coming out of her back. Oh, damn. What would Jorah say?
Shafka reagis anhan reagis andate. Invabatolvio viho beoldi darende.
There are no people of King's Landing left.
Inveli basma tetostaor.
What?
Invabatolvio viho ninrondirederat. Tolvrio pregelat. Brevi in noma pregelat.
This reminds me of a speech Khal Drogo gave. I was kind of behind him, like for a very long time, and then until he was just like, "Yeah, we're gonna rape and pillage everybody." I was like, "Oh, wait, oh, okay, never mind." And after seeing what she's done, yeah, never mind. You're making your move now? Stab her with a pin. In the neck.
You freed your brother.
And you slaughtered his city.
Stab her with it! No? Oh, she's silent as...
We came to kill Cersei. Your queen got there first.
Did you bring any wine?
Nope.
No. Now Varys' ashes can tell my ashes. See? I told you.
Yeah.
Our queen's nature is fire and blood.
She saw her friend beheaded. She saw her dragon shot out of the sky.
And she burned down a city for it.
Ah, it's easy to judge when you're standing far from the battlefield.
Would you have done it? You've been up there. On a dragon's back. You've had that power. Would you have burned the city down?
I don't know.
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
Must it matter what I do?
It matters more than anything. Everywhere she goes, evil men die, and we cheer her for it. And she grows more powerful and more sure that she is good and right.
And she's gonna run out of evil men to burn.
I know you love her. I love her too. Love is more powerful than reason. Look at my brother.
Love is the death of duty.
That's a Night's Watch saying, isn't it?
Maester Aemon said it a long time ago.
Sometimes duty is the death of love.
Turned it around, okay.
It's a terrible thing I'm asking. It's also the right thing.
I'm sorry it came to this.
And your sisters.
Oh.
You see them bending the knee. Why do you think Sansa told me the truth about you? Because she doesn't want Dany to be queen.
She doesn't get to choose.
No. But you do. And you have to choose now.
This is the same choice Ned had. Honor or love. We know what choice Jon is gonna make, because he is Ned's son. Ned did something dishonorable for the love of his family. And now so will Jon. Whoa. You remember me, right? I am friend. Wow. Love the music here. Kind of really want to sing Michael Jackson's song, like Annie, Are You Okay? But with Danny. This throne forged by her ancestors. There he is.
My brother told me it was made with 1,000 swords from Aegon's fallen enemies. What do 1,000 swords look like in the mind of a little girl who can't count to 20?
I saw them executing Lannister prisoners in the street.
It was necessary.
Necessary. Have you been down there? Have you seen children, little children burned? And Tyrion?
He conspired behind my back with my enemies. How have you treated people who've done the same to you, even when it broke your heart? You can't hide behind small mercies.
The world we need is a world of mercy. It has to be.
And it will be. It's not easy to see something that's never been before. A good world.
How do you know it'll be good?
Because I know what is good. And so do you.
I know.
You do. You do. You've always known.
Oh, damn.
What about everyone else? All the other people who think they know what's good?
They were wrong.
They don't get to choose. Build the new world with me. This is our reason. It has been from the beginning, since you were a little boy with a bastard's name. And I was a little girl who couldn't count to 20.
You are my queen. Now. And always.
Really? She never got to sit on the throne. Oh, Drogon. He's gonna start yelling at the dragon again. Burning the throne. Oh. Dragons are smart, aren't they? He sees it as a wretched thing. Or maybe he was just like, if she doesn't get to sit on it, nobody can. Well, no throne. Bye, Danny. Danny, are you okay?